but it won't be really a nice one if we don't stop and come up with agreements to stop abusing and misusing the things that are already out there. I saw where some of the I don't know what you call it, some of the things that you use for their tactics and stuff, they're even shooting those up. They're out there. And so I think we need a meeting of the minds so we can improve on our participations out there.
Anybody else?
I have one thing. I've had some inquiries as to the results of the survey, when they will be made public.
I received an email probably about 10 minutes before, or I read an email about 10 minutes before the meeting started, and I responded to Mr. Tatum with ETC in regards to that. We would like people to continue to send in the surveys. They have received just over 800 already.
Oh, great.
Some of those may have to be disqualified for a few various reasons. So we would like people to continue submitting their surveys. They'll probably cut it off Friday or Monday. Hopefully Monday, if people are going to continue to send those in. And we should have, I hate to say it, but it will probably not be the first meeting of the month. It'll be mid-month that we have
Okay.
results. I know that some on this commission would like to see those results, but that may not be possible. It may be.
Okay.
It's just the way it falls. This meeting's on the 9th, and it's fairly early.
Could we go Could we go ahead, in case the two commissioners aren't on here, could we go ahead and make sure when we get them to give them a copy of it, so they could
Yes.
have it, look at it?
We'll give them an electronic copy.
Yeah, so they'll, because they were part of this.
It does turn out to be a really thick book with all of the results on it.
Okay,
Okay.
great. Anybody else?
Uh,
More, Ben?
I'm starting to hear some rumors, mumblings, questions more or less about Spring City cleanup, citywide cleanup effort. Is there anything in the mill? Have you been approached, or? I mean, we keep hearing, we heard during the forum the other night about the appearance of the city, and city cleanup seems to be on the top of the list for practically everybody. I mean, and we've, DA's comments about us looking like a third world country. What sort of efforts, if any, is there anything in the works yet about organizing some kind of a big cleanup?
We have tried to somewhat keep it under wraps until we have more of the details lined out. But we are planning for May 11th, rain or shine, a massive cleanup effort where anyone in the city can bring junk, debris, household hazardous waste, prescription medicines, electronic waste, all of those things to the parking lot on 10th Street. It's a very large area. We plan to have it lined with dumpsters, have plenty of equipment there. And we're also seeking volunteer groups and volunteer organizations to help out and participate in that. James Bremmett, the fire chief, has been working with Public Services with Ken Bradshaw to coordinate that. Cindy Price is handling the public relations, media, marketing aspect of it. We've got Doug Mund, who was here earlier, and Antoinette Tackett, our volunteer coordinators. At some point when we actually unveil the project, people will be able to call into the Red Cross and indicate their need for help if they're not able to do it themselves, and they will then provide that information to the volunteer coordinators. And we'll try and get people with needs linked up with people with resources.
Great. Good.
But it's still hush, hush.
But we're not supposed to talk about it yet?
I know.
Commissioner, you just blew it.
Chief, can you say something about when you were gonna talk about it on the radio and when the,
Well, we're gonna talk about it next week. So you're a week early.
but you can't keep anything a secret, Mr.
Nothing.
That old Sicilian proverb, you know.
Well, you know how sailors are.
Two can keep a secret if one is dead.
Anybody else?
Yes, one more thing. I'm a short timer now on commission, and I want to say to the commissioners and to the staff and to the public at large, the citizens, that it's been an honor for me to be able to participate and serve this city. I find it a joy. I find it challenging. I find that the city is really on task and growing. And so thank you for this opportunity, because I stepped in for a 2-year term. Maybe sometime in the future, I'll submit again, but at this particular time, I'm serving as second vice president of the Kansas Missionary Baptist Convention, and with its 140 churches here in the state of Kansas. And so my love, my home is important, and I know that we'll have qualified people serving on the commission. I know we will. And caring people, I know we will. And you'll be in my prayers, that you might receive the divine guidance to be inspired, to continue to be productive in our city and to promote its growth. So again, I want to say thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Virgil.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure serving with you.
We had to do a lot of arm twisting to get you back on here.
Not much.
It's been very pleasant.
You're all right, Virgil. You hang in there.
You are too, buddy. You're
Keep
inspiring.
working on it. Keep working on it.
And I'll be somewhere in the audience rooting for you.
I've just got a couple comments. To the public, please send in a survey. The more input we get, the better it is for us to make our decisions. And please vote on April the 2nd. Your vote does count. It's a very important vote, because you're going to vote for the people who will guide this city for the next 2 to 4 years. So please vote on April 2nd.
Amen.
During the course of the meeting tonight, I received an email from Andy Taylor, and it says, I heard you, Don, I heard you chide the other towns for allegedly not helping the organizations with their alcohol and liquor sales tax funds. As you will see in your documentation, cities over 6,000 population are allowed to receive 70% of their sales tax proceeds from alcohol sales and divide it for various programs, including drug and alcohol prevention programs. He goes on to say he cannot speak for the city of Independence, which is obviously over 6,000, but the cities of Caney and Cherryville are under 6,000, and their sales tax revenue proceeds do not include drug and alcohol prevention programs. He says he knows that both Caney and Cherryville use a portion of their alcohol funds for the city's park and recreation programs, which, under state law, is what they're supposed to do when they're under 6,000. I also know that Montgomery County Commission takes its alcohol sales tax proceeds and uses them for alcohol prevention programs, namely after prom parties in the 4 high schools in Montgomery County. So he's obviously watching tonight, and I appreciate him helping flesh out that picture. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Andy.
Okay. Any other comments from the commissioners? We're going to go into executive session for 30 minutes. Let's take a 10-minute break. Commissioners, if you are done, get back here earlier. We will reconvene at 9 o'clock. Is that right? Okay.
Who seconded?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And that's for non